Hello there, friends. It's your old pal Theo from Lord Bing Secondary. Like I said before, I am here to give you talks and inspiration and wisdom of my experiences in grade 7 and what to expect grade 8 and grade 9 in high school. So, our topic today, how do you survive grade 7 without grades? I mean, it's grade 7. It's just 7 without the grade. So, congrats, you're in 7 now. Okay, so it's a bit odd, you know? Not having grades, it's a bit unusual, it doesn't happen much. Every year you get a report card, well, you still will this year, but it won't be in the exact same format. You get your marks, and most of the time you don't even know what your mark is until you get your report card back. And then it has feedback on the report card, but, I mean, what are you gonna do with that feedback? You can't do the term over again and do the improvements that the teacher said. So this is why having no grades is a lot better than having grades in a lot of ways. In high school, I'll use that as an example quite a bit, we get marked right down to the percent, which is kind of annoying, to be honest. Like, we would have PE 98% in my case. 98, 88, 78, something like that. But it's to a percentage. I mean, what's the difference between, say, a 79 and a 77? I mean, does it make that much of a difference? Our grading system is 68 and below is C minus, and below 50 is F. After that, 68 to 70, no, 60... 72 to 85 is a B, and then 85 and up is an A. So it's very structured, it's set in stone. That's for sure the thing. There's no extra variables added onto it. But not having grades is a lot better. I would love not to have grades. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to be marked necessarily on a project. Like if you hand in a project, you say, oh yeah, he's not going to mark it, he's just going to look at it and give us some feedback, and that's it. I'm just gonna waltz around and Netflix and chill. But no, that's not what happens. Oh no, you sit down, and what's good is you get feedback on it. And the reason why you get feedback, you can use that feedback. Unlike high school, where you get feedback from a project, but you're not going to hand it in again because they don't want you to hand it in again because they have to regrade it. That's more work for the teachers. So you get the feedback, but you can't do anything with it, except in this class. You hand in a project. Missy Day will give you all sorts of good feedback. Sometimes positive, what you did well, which is also nice so you know what you did well is good, so you don't feel completely bad about yourself, and what you can improve on. And it's not what you did wrong, it's what you can do, not like that. So you can hand in a project as many times as you want until you get the mark that you are satisfied with, and until you definitely have a project to the best of your efforts, for sure, which is, come on, how many times have you handed in a project and you think, oh, I'm not happy with this, I wish I had more time, I wish I had done this, all sorts of things. And then you hand it in and you get a mark, you get some feedback on it, but you're not going to do anything with it. How many times have you said that? Many times, but like I say, not in this class, and that's great. What is it? Oh, what to expect without grades. So, hand in a project. About usually a day or two later, Mr. Day looks over the project. He stays up until 5 in the morning. Like, once it was hilarious. In my grade 7, you get an email from him at like 5 in the morning. You're like, really? That's why Mr. Day always looks so tired. And yet, still full of energy. How much coffee does he have in you? But he sits you down. He calls you up, sits you down, which originally might be a bit stressful. I mean, I know when I was in grade 5, I had Madame Marielle. I was just across the hall there. And I would see Missy Day take a student down and sit him next to him. And he's talking to him like this. And he's talking to him. And the student is showing him his project on his computer. He has his laptop out there and his technology. And I thought, oh, that must be stressful. Are you kidding? Having your teacher fine point every mistake you did? Oh, that was one aspect I wasn't quite looking forward to be honest. Coming into Missy Day's class. But after you sit down with them, you really start to realize all the things you can't do. And then you hand it in again, more feedback. usually more positives than negatives the second time you hand it in, but then you can improve. Hand it in again. Keep handing it in again until you're happy with it. And then you're not stressed anymore because Mr. Day wants you to improve. He doesn't want to point out all the mistakes you did to make you feel bad about the project that you did. He wants you to improve. He wants you to do the project to the absolute best of your abilities until you're happy with it, which is the best. I mean, he's here to help, and so am I, and that's pretty much the whole feeling in this class. Is it better? Yes, it is. Like I said, you can improve. Keep working, keep improving, and that's how you learn. You know, if you make a mistake, you make sure not to do it again. You're learning. Learning is messy. How to use it? Take the feedback. Go over your project. You look at it again, and this is nice because you get another person's perspective on it. Because you might think, oh yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, I love the video, I love the sound, and the sound is probably blaring all over the place, and everyone else hates it. You don't know that. So you go through it again, you correct it, add it back in. It's one big cycle. It's a cycle of life. So, speaking of feedback, I want feedback from you guys. I don't know, considering I am on a film and I cannot see you visually, except I can see you over there. You're sleeping, you're not paying attention. You over there, stop chewing gum. I want feedback from you. I'll probably be coming back several times in a year, sometimes in person, sometimes in film, and I want you to tell me what I can do better so I'm more entertaining to you. Should I keep it short? Should I make it longer? More details? More not? More high school references? Less high school references? You know what? So email me at this email below, which is directly to me. And don't worry, I'm not some spammer that is going to take all your money as much as I want to do it. But I don't really know how to do it. There's YouTube videos on how to do it, but I don't go there. But email me on the email below. Comments. What can I do to improve? Yeah, so it's a pleasure talking to you guys, and I'll be back for sure over the year. I can't wait to read your feedback so I can improve and keep going the cycle of life. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.